So it is travel day. So we're finally getting everything together. Got my stuff for like a relatively empty checked bag and a bunch of random ass boxes everywhere. But yeah, we are just about ready to leave. We gotta go pick up some things and then we'll be heading to the airport. So I did this, and be prepared to hear just a lot of my voice because I didn't talk during any of the videos I took. So I'm doing this during editing. But I did this because we had no idea what the flight path was, and I thought it was kind of neat. And this was a really long flight. It was 16 and a half hours. As you can see, we had an hour left, and I was dying.
Still falling.
Okay, so I'm crawling under that big castle I just showed you, and essentially they created this really cool little tunnel system with the little glowworms on the top. They had like little alcoves, which was really cute, and if you look, once I can figure out how to get the camera to focus, there's a cute little sleeping dragon in there, and it's adorable. So here we are in the car, and we are on our way from Auckland to the Waitomo Caves to go and see the glowworms. But I took a ton of videos of just how stinking pretty this country is. And so you're going to see a lot of that because, weirdly enough, a lot of New Zealand is driving because you have all these places are a lot farther than you actually think. So we this morning we got up annoyingly early, rented the car, and then hopped in hopped in the car and drove the 2 hours that it took, 2.5 I think actually, to get to the Waitomo Caves for a rafting adventure, which was really cool. I unfortunately don't have any videos or pictures of that as no photography was allowed. But I would 100% recommend doing it. It was a lot of fun and it was just a gorgeous, fun experience in the water and overall. Like I said, I took a ton of video of this country because this is when it started to get like really pretty. We're finally kind of getting out of that very rural, not rural, urban area and starting to see the like telltale hills of New Zealand. You can see in the background of like just these mountains, and it started to get really pretty and we started to see all the sheep. So, this part of the trip is the next day, and we were heading from the Waitomo Caves to Mount Repo, which is further down. This was about a 2.5 hour drive further south into the country. Some fun facts about Mount Repos. This was the mountain that they used for Mount Doom, as well as the Lonely Mountain in the filming of The Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit series, which is why it was on our list to kind of go explore. And it's not a volcano, it's just a mountain. So, but it was really beautiful, as you'll see. So this is in the valley of our hike. The fog kind of covers the mountains, but you are just about to see there's a little white cap. Right there is a mountain. Now I realize I didn't get it on video, but this is the mountain on one side, that's Mount Rapo. This is the mountain range on the other side, which was in the video. And for our hike, this was the spot that we were looking for, this really awesome waterfall that took about 2 hours to get to.
I found the kingfisher, I think. Oh, where'd he go? Good pictures. A ton of it, sure, very beautiful bird.
So this was at an arboretum that we found in Hamilton. I found this like cute little lamb that was bounding about, and I tried to get a video of it, but I don't know if they heard me. The mom's obviously just glaring at me and definitely sees me, but it was a cute little lamb. So this is in the Waiatopo Thermal Wonderland, just outside of Rotorua. So we decided to go see what this was all about, which was awesome. What these are these volcanic pools that are naturally occurring within the just New Zealand Earth. And they've been built this way over thousands and thousands of years and create these really beautiful mosaics. This one's called the Artist's Palette, and it is due to all of those minerals coming up. I think I'll pan to to what it says, and it's just so pretty. Don't get me wrong, smelled disgusting, but very pretty. This area is about 18 square kilometers, which is the largest area of surface thermal activity of any system within this very specific Swapo volcanic zone, which was formed 160,000 years ago, and it has a mix of boiling pools of mud, water, and we got to see all of that. This was a 3 kilometer trail that we ended up just exploring near kind of like mid afternoon on this day while killing some time. This was the biggest pool. You can see that it's giving off the most smoke. This was called the Champagne Pool, and it changes day to day depending on the minerals that are coming to the surface, which was just really fascinating to see all the different colors. Now, this piece is the runoff of all those minerals. This pool is that green. It's gross and has a pH level of 2, extremely acidic. So I'm not going to talk through the next couple of clips that you're going to end up seeing, but I'm going to leave this screenshot up for you. The next thing we did was go to a Maori village in Rotorua, and this was the Matai Maori village. They welcomed us. We ended up having a feast, and they showed us a bit of their culture, which they allowed us to film. So you'll be seeing a bunch of clips of different aspects that they were willing to show us and let us experience, which was really amazing. This was one of my favorite things that we did on the trip, and it was all very powerful and intimidating and just a wonderful experience to have.
done in order to save your village. For you now, Haka.
This part of the trip was probably our most anticipated, and that is our visit to Hobbiton, or the Shire, out in Matamata, which is about an hour outside of Hamilton. This is right as you get into the Shire and start exploring. You legit just get to explore this entire outdoor set. It is fantastic. Still on an active working sheep and cattle farm. And this is the view from Bag End, or Frodo and Bilbo's house. This is the party area where they have it set up to Bilbo's birthday, which is really cool. They've got the tree and a bunch of other games. And then here we're just kind of walking back down to the Green Dragon Inn for dinner and drinks.
So if anyone had any dreams or desires to get married at Hobbiton, this is known as our wedding hobbit hole. This is where we hold a lot of our weddings that we actually host here as well. We set up a little archway, multiple chairs, you can renew your vows and everything here. Really, really cool.
Across that pond is the actual Green Dragon Inn, and on the other side you can see these tiny little hobbit holes where they've got a bunch of stuff set up. They've got little clothes, like everything is very meticulously placed. It is a fantastic, just completely outdoor set. They've even got like a tiny little fishing pole that's chilling right next to the pond, which I think I'll show just about now. And it's just the amount of detail work within this set is fantastic. This is the inside of the Green Dragon Inn. This is right after we finished our lovely feast. We've had a couple of cocktails, as you can see by the cups on the ground. We went to a FIFA game because FIFA World Cup for the Women's League was happening. So we went and saw that, which was awesome. This is Merway Beach, which is a black sand beach just north of Auckland that we just decided to explore on one of our free days, and it is a absolutely gorgeous beach with a ton of awesome views. We went here just because this was our last day before we had to go back to Auckland to spend the last 3 days of our trip, and we wanted to go somewhere a little bit more north of Auckland, and that's kind of how we found this beach. Actually, David and I are standing in this like weird little rock thing that's right next to a grotto that we found. The waves this day were really strong and really intense, but they like stirred up the sand and made it look really cool and shimmery. So it was really cool to kind of be up here and capture this. Back in Auckland, I naturally went around and found some bookstores, so I did a little bit of shopping. I got one book from one of these bookstores that is by a native New Zealand person, so pretty excited to actually jump into that. These next couple clips are actually on a boat. So my friend and I, while David and his friends were at a convention, decided to kind of island hop around Auckland because Auckland has like a ton of tiny little islands all around it. And this is us on the ferry to one of the islands, which is known for its wineries. And it was just a lot of fun to kind of just hang out and have a very chill day and not do anything. Because we had been, as you can tell, doing things non-stop, which was a lot of fun. Everything we experienced was fantastic, but just kind of chilling on the ferry and having some wine was the perfect just sort of end to our trip. We got to relax while the guys were all in their convention for Path of Exile. I also really liked seeing the skyline from the ferry. I thought it looked really cool with the needle. And like I said, FIFA Women's World Cup was happening, so we found this like fan festival thing, which had like huge TVs inside. But this was like right at the port that we found. And it was just really cool to kind of just see all the hype around it and watch even more FIFA games because now we're invested. Finished the vlog, so this is me after I finally finished editing this vlog. I had so many little clips, so I figured I'd come on here and do like a couple of wrap-up thoughts. I also wanted to show you the book that I ended up getting, which is 15 Postcards by Kirsten McKenzie. And I'm excited. It's like a historical fantasy, very Outlander, but instead of Scotland, it's in New Zealand and a couple other countries as well. So really excited to like jump into that. But my trip was amazing. We had a ton of fun, and I would definitely go to New Zealand again. Granted, the travel time kind of sucked, but I would definitely go to the South Island. That's something we didn't get to explore at all. So yeah, just overall thoughts, fantastic country. Everything there was beautiful. It was unreal. And I'd show you more of the stuff that I got, but it's all like put away. So, and it's late. I'm definitely late on editing this. I'm home, getting back into the swing of things, and I'm excited to get back into just everything, get back into reading physical books because I was living on my Kindle during the trip when I had time. That's going to be it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We post videos every Wednesday, Friday, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye!